in the garage now. This is the patient in surgery. 94 Mustang GT 5.0 liter. Doing a 331 stroker kit on it. Got the block down to the bare bones here. Parts scattered all without. Basically everything's getting replaced from, the whole bottom end. Cooling system will get replaced. New heads, cam, intake. Have all that. Intake I got from metal mirrors. Aluminum metal mirrors, I believe is the guy's name through Facebook. His name is Ted Jenkins. He actually does a lot of really quality work on finding parts, restoring parts. Does a really good polishing job. Not too bad. And ported these as well. This is from I'm not sure if this is from an Exploder or if this is from a Cobra. You can tell just by looking here. I think that's from an Exploder. But not a bad intake. Just I believe GT40 intake. Throttle spacer. I'm putting a Fox body style throttle setup on this guy. And so I've got, this is the EGR delete plate, I believe, right there. So I won't be running EGR on this car, won't be running smog on this car. I will still be running AC on this car. Got my nifty little light up here. Got an MSD box, going to be running 30-pound injectors, new fuel setup all throughout. Going to try to chop most of this wiring down as much as possible, simplify things. The radiator is going to be replaced with a Mishimoto, along with new fans and all. I do need to get my power steering bracket, and that's my smog pump, obviously, but that's the alternator bracket, and I need to get my power steering pump bracket, which is right over here. Need to get that polished. Got the lower intake here. Again, I believe it's off an Exploder. Had this ported from Ted Jenkins as well. Up there, got a TIG welded aluminum reservoir tank, got polished alternator inside of here, got some stainless lines going around, polished valve covers, ended up having to even get the Fox style throttle cable in order to make the conversion work on the throttle body setup, but as far as I know, it should be pretty simple. Everything for the most part that's in here can stay in here if it needs to, but that's enough anyways. So this build isn't going to be for drag racing, more so just for having fun on the street. This was one of my first vehicles, so really just going to be keeping it around, making it a little quicker, a little more fun, and going from there. That's the plan. So stay tuned. Got a lot of the stock parts for sale. If anyone wants it, I have the original exhaust. The exhaust on the car right now is a BBK long tube set up to a BBK off-road H-pipe. I believe it's an H-pipe going to the Borla Stinger or Borla catback anyways. So I'll have the Borla catback, which is pretty tamed in the back, really good for back pressure. And from there, I will have cutoff valves right off the headers to actually open things up right off the header. All right, so just got off work, got a package sitting on the front step. This is the cylinder heads. Purpose of this video, I'm going to switch the camera around here. Purpose of this video is just to kind of show what we got going on to the top end of the build here. These are castings from Blueprint, ported. ported pretty heavy. Pretty decent finish work here. I believe these are ported from Tony Brooks. Pull them out and get another better look. Okay. So these castings actually look pretty decent for what we get here. Got a trick flow upper and lower manifold, the TFS. Gonna check it out, see the quality. So we gotta go ahead and open up this first box. Looks like a pretty decent port job on these guys for sure. Pretty opened up. And the other side of it is going to be fully polished. Great attention to detail. So this will be the upper manifold. Packaged in a similar fashion. A little bit more wrapped up still. It's a light here. This is a decently difficult piece to keep polished. It looks really good. The quality on it. Mirror finish all the way around. And this is the Trick Flow TFS intake here. Beautiful. I'm not sure if he supplied these fittings or if they came on here. It does look like they've been removed. Put back on. So, great quality from Ted, as always. Quick unboxing video on a Scat 9000 series. This is a 331 Stroker kit. Looks like it's not going to tell us anything on the outside, but looks like in the kit they're selling UEM piston, Scat connecting rods, so packaging boxes, and of course we have the crankshaft. crankshaft, I believe, is a cast steel. I believe our connecting rods are forged flat top pistons. And these must be bearings. Looks like King bearings, and then Total Seal High Performance piston rings. Everything for 30 thousandths over, 4.030 bore. Well, we're gonna pop open this crankshaft just to get a quick peek. Likely it'll be all wrapped up in plastic, but doesn't mean you can't get a quick little look-see. So, definitely a cast steel crank. Comes with a sticker sheet. And you don't really want to open this before you're going to be using it, just so you don't get any flash rusting going on that you're going to have to deal with. This comes micro polished, they claim, so don't really want to touch it. Good looking crankshaft though. Do want to see these connecting rods. These aren't near as fragile to be toying around with, as long as you're not touching the bearing journals with your hands. So these are forged I-beam rods. Again, I don't really want to take these out of the bag until it's time to use them, just so I don't get any rusting going on. You can see they package them with some oil so they don't rust at all or start oxidizing. This is going to come with a torque spec card, depending on your bolt sizes, thread pitch. The UEM, surprisingly light for these piston bolts. Over here, got some specs, 3.25 inch stroke. Got our rod size, 5.4 inches, pin, cup. So these should come with pins. Pins need to be pressed in by the machine shop, but that's okay. So this is going to tell us here our piston to wall clearance, kind of basically general clearance guidelines right here. This is for our ring gap piston to wall clearance here. Wow. Anyway, so this will have a list of applications. Chevy, Chrysler, I guess, Ford. We're stroking out a 302 Windsor, so Ford 302. Piston orientation. Apparently, piston orientation is going to be a little different depending on from vehicle to vehicle. One of the more important things is those pins and actually gapping you. A little more handleable though here. So it looks like we have an Icon forged pistons sticker. This must be the retaining clips. These are the lock rings is what they call them, I suppose. And our pistons. Very pretty pistons from Icon. decent finish. Everything in here should be, it appears to be all polished and ready to go. Very cool little black plate from Icon. It's pretty cool little touch. Anyways, pretty cool stuff there. Well, cool product. We don't want to misplace any of the spec sheets that come with any of the paper or any of the parts here. Everything must be very specific when it gets to the machine shop. Everything in here, tolerance wise, is already picked out to be the exact size that we will need. That's the nice thing about buying one of these kits, is that it takes out all that guesswork. So, cool. Some of our crank bearings, I suppose. These look more like crank bearings here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then we've got the retainers in the box here as well. And so these must be for, I guess, the piston connecting rods. I guess those must not have been on the connecting rods in the box. Anyways, piston rings. Kind of interested to see those. Looks like 8 rings there, 8 rings there. Got a Total Seal piston rings sticker, based out of Phoenix, Arizona. Oh yes, well, you can't go without the oil rings. Looks like in here we've got oil rings and another set of piston rings, it almost looks like. It's an additional set, possibly. Not quite sure about that. Find out more. So, I'll have to find out a little more information on some of this stuff. Everything's pretty self-explanatory for the most part. Everything here is just going to go directly to the machine shop, along with the block, and they will get the wrist pins pressed in the pistons. They'll get the, which I also need to talk to them about my compression setup. I'm really shooting for a 10, anything to 1, anything above 10 to 1. I don't want 11. I don't want 8. I don't really want as low as 9. I'll go 9.5 to 10 is really my goal there. So we'll see how that goes. Basically, if I get my pistons for street strip use, throw some 58cc heads on, with basically 58cc combustion chambers, then I believe I'll get around 9.5 to 1. So 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, which is what we want. Anyways, not planning on running turbo or supercharger. Plan on keeping naturally aspirated, just pushing the block as far as it'll go. And then gonna buy a new block once this one blows. That's the plan. So we'll see how she goes. Well, that's just a quick unboxing. Thanks for watching.